Citizens of planet Earth and people of the worldwide interwebs. Hello, I'm Pete Thorn. Welcome to my studio, and hey, I've got a question for you. What would you get if you were to combine a way huge Red Llama overdrive / distortion pedal and a way huge Green Rhino overdrive pedal into one pedal? Well, what you would get is George Tripp's way huge camel toe. Sorry, George, I'm never going to be able to say that with a straight face. But anyway, yeah, this is a Red Llama and Green Rhino in one pedal with a couple tricks up its sleeve. So, original Red Llama overdrive came out in the 90s. Big surly overdrive, lots of bottom end, lots of top end. Not necessarily mid-forward, but more like a big surly overdrive sound. Can sound almost like a colored clean boost at one end of the gain control. And then as you pull the gain up, gets into overdrive territory with lots of, like I say, lots of bottom end. As you pull that gain control up, or drive control, sorry, it's labeled, it's going to get into distortion territory and then really becomes almost like a fuzz sound to me as the drive gets up into the nether regions. It's also got a high cut control. I believe that's sort of a modern thing. I think the original Red Llama had a different style tone control. Maybe it was just a regular tone control. This one is labeled high cut. Okay, now the original Green Rhino, and I should say this is an original, and it's my pedal that I've had since maybe 93. I've had this thing forever. One of the longest, I mean, back when I maybe owned like 4 effects pedals or something like that. This was one of them, and I still have it. I still use it. It's great. It's got that traditional green overdrive sort of sound, and yeah, you've got the standard complement of controls on this one: volume, drive, and a tone control. So in the camel toe version, let's talk about that. The Green Rhino side, which is this side, there's a switch here labeled Classic in the up position, but when you flip it down, it switches in these 2 tone controls, so that's different than my old original pedal. You've got 100 hertz control there, and it's booster cut, so it's active, booster cut bass, and then you've got a 500 hertz control here to booster cut mids, so it's really cool because you can really fine tune the tone. If you put it in classic mode, those 2 tone controls get switched out and they're not active. So I'm going to show you all that in a minute here. What else? The Red Llama side is just the same. You get volume control and a drive control, high cut control. The other thing on this pedal is that you can use either of these effects individually, or you can run them in series like that, and that gets you a real high gain tone. Now, on the track at the beginning of the video, I didn't do the stacked sound, but I did do it for a second in the little clip that preceded the song at the beginning of the video. You heard me use the Red Llama drive, then you heard me use the Green Rhino, and then I stacked them both, and you can hear how high gain that is. It's really, really a lot of gain on tap when you stack both these drives. So more on that in a minute here. What I want to do is I want to solo 2 of the parts from the song at the beginning of the video outside of the mix. For the first part, I was using the Red Llama for the rhythm guitar into my PT100 amp set clean on the clean channel, and that was the main kind of rhythm guitar tone, was the Red Llama. For the solo in the song, what I did was use the Green Rhino into that 72 Marshall back there, and just kind of set the amp for crunch tone, and then I boosted it into lead territory and kind of tightened up the bottom end and stuff like that, boosted the mids using the Green Rhino. I got a killer lead sound. I just love the solo tone I was able to get on both the neck pickup on my signature Sur guitar and the bridge pickup. Really, really cool. So I'm going to solo both those parts out of the mix. You can hear both the PT100 amp and the Marshall with this pedal. And then I'm also going to give you a full run through of the controls using my TC Ditto looper. I'll play a guitar loop through the pedal, run through both sides, run through them stacked, all that good stuff. And for that, I'm going to be using the PT100 on the clean channel. All right, let's get to it. Some sound examples of the way huge camel toe. Here we go. you have it. It's way huge. It is the Camel Toe. It is a Red Llama Overdrive and a Green Rhino Overdrive in one pedal. Super, super cool. Love the tones I was able to get. Should mention, I know Mike Campbell used this pedal on his pedal board for a long, long time. He's had one on his main board. He's a great guitar player, that's for sure. He knows his tone. Yes, he does. You can check out this pedal further at the website you see there on your screen. And hey, please hit subscribe if you haven't come back and seen me for more videos real soon. I'm Pete Thorn. Take care.